We're going to go through ancient Rome, and we're going to go to the Basilica of Saint Clement or San Clemente. And so, Jan, I now turn it over to you. It's a short walk. I know you don't like it when I say that because it's the heat of Rome right now. It's 2.5 miles if we were to walk it ourselves from the Basilica from Vatican City across ancient Rome. It's a bit hot today, so we'll be able to be in the comfort of our homes as you take us inside.
It will be quite a hike, but we do have to earn our evening spaghetti, right?
That's
So I
right.
guess it will be good. Today we will continue somewhat our itinerary that we began last pilgrimage, which was talking about the liturgy and some of the symbolisms that go with the liturgy of the early Christian church. Deborah, we still have a little bit of feedback. I don't know if that is your computer or just letting you know. Um, it's better now. So we will link to some of the things we've already said. For those who have not made the first pilgrimage to this topic, I think I will give you the references, so it's not going to be a problem. But the best place to talk about the early liturgy is the place where we see many frescoes dealing with the liturgy, and one of the very important first popes in Rome, and one of the most important first saints in Rome, and that is Saint Clement, San Clemente. So you see him here right now. So we'll go to his basilica, which is a gem. It's really a gem in Rome. And many people, when I came to Rome, many people told me, "Oh, you got to go to Rome. You got to go to San Clemente. You got to go to San Clemente." And I was like, "Yeah, there's so many churches that I haven't seen yet, and why would I go to San Clemente? It's not like that famous and that important." And then I went after, I don't know, like 4 years being here, and then I wish I would have gone the first day that I came. So I'm going to take you on quite the adventure today. So you'll see here the corner of San Clemente, and it's kind of a strange view maybe to look at it, but you wouldn't be actually able to see the church at all walking from where we just came from the Vatican. You would just see a wall. And so this is a very fitting view, because St. Clemente is basically walled in. But what you can see very well is the two different entrances. One is underneath the tower on your left, which is street level of Rome. And one is the actual entrance that was there before the 16th century, and that is about, like 10 feet lower. Okay, so we have to descend the stairs, and that's what you see on the right, where that grid is and the two columns, right? So we're going to enter through that entrance, even though it's closed, but we have the special entrance. So we're going to go through that entrance now and go to the atrium, and maybe then I can give you just a general history about the church, just that you know where we're at. So we just entered the gate, and you can see the basilica now is behind you. Obviously, we're looking from the... No, can we go back? Can we go back one? Thank you. And the basilica is behind us. Okay, so what we look at is the atrium of the church. Many early Christian basilicas have this atrium, and it's not just a structural remnant from the early Roman houses, which all had an atrium as well, so this inner courtyard, but this is actually also a place where we need to get ourselves ready to enter the church. We've seen that in our tour in St. Peter's Basilica, that the immediate outside of the church is a place of cleansing. So if you were a catechumen in the time of St. Clement, then you wouldn't actually be able to enter the church. You would have to wait till you receive baptism, all right, around the time of Easter, and then you could come in. Before that, you had to wait outside. They would close the doors after the gospel, okay, for the Eucharistic celebration, and you would listen, but you could not see yet. You could only see after you were completely becoming, a complete member of the church with baptism. So, and this is the place that today is under the administration and care of the Dominican Order. I'm sure that you're all familiar with the different orders of the church. One of them, very famous, is the Dominican Order, founded by Saint Dominic. That's why they're called Dominicans. And with the Franciscans that we've already mentioned, Father Anthony is right there with them right now in Assisi, and basically the second most important mendicant order of the Middle Ages. Many famous saints are Dominicans. Saint Albert the Great was a Dominican. Pius V was a Dominican. Thomas Aquinas was obviously a Dominican. And so the Dominicans have this as a third house in Rome. So they have the University of St. Thomas Aquinas. They have the church Santa Maria sopra Minerva, which is their convent, and then they have this church as well. So this church was given to them actually in the 17th century, about 1677, when Oliver Cromwell went to Ireland and he tried to destroy the church there after the Reformation, right, after Henry VIII. So Cromwell expelled many of the religious orders, and so the Dominicans went to the Pope and they said, look, we need a place to stay. We were not safe at home. And so the Pope said, oh, you can take care of San Clemente. That'd be a good place for you. And so he sent them to this church, which up to this day still is under the care of the Dominicans. So if you do go around this time, it is 6:15, you will go, we will kind of stumble into one of them celebrating Mass, the evening Mass there. So the Dominicans still live there, and it's specifically the Irish Dominicans. Right now they have a community of about 15 Dominicans, and it changes every year a little bit, and specifically because some of them come to study, they finish their degree, they finish a doctorate, they finish a licentiate, they go back to Ireland and they send someone else over. So usually the community is between 15 and 25 people, and so that fits very well. Now this is also, and this is actually quite important, historically speaking, because during the Risorgimento, so during the big Italian civil war that was where many churches were destroyed or damaged anyways, this church was completely kept intact because the Dominicans could actually hoist the Union Jack, okay, the English flag, the flag of Great Britain, and therefore they could say this is actually not a church territory but the territory of England because they came from Ireland. So it's actually very important to make this tiny historic note.
Hi. Thanks for stopping by the channel, and make sure you don't miss any of the great content that's coming up. Subscribe to the channel. You're going to click on the little red button, and then once you do, there's going to be a bell right on the right hand side. Click on the bell, a drop down menu will appear, and you want to make sure you click all to receive all the notifications of all the great content that's coming up. Thank you.